from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
Thank you for your support of the Detroit Cast.
Oh, there it is.
And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Mike and Jay. Hello, Biggie. Hello, Jay.
Michael.
How are you, my friend?
I'm well to quite well, thank you.
I wish I was well to quite well.
Yeah, feeling a bit under the weather, are you?
I'm towards well, definitely not, quite well.
Gotcha.
But what's below well?
Unwell.
Unwell. I'm somewhere in that zone. I just, when you get that feeling like, I feel like a cold's coming on or something.
Yeah, you start to feel run down.
Yes. Well, I always feel run down, but
The coughing.
The coughing and
the
then
sore throat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm dealing with that. So bear with me.
Drink lots of fluids, Mike. Vitamin C.
Yeah.
Zinc.
Is that what I need?
Yes.
What about what's that teacher invented that that shit you're supposed to take dissolves in drinks? What's that called? I know you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know, but it's not real, right?
I think it is. He's something. I don't know. I think I've got some upstairs. I should probably take one of those.
I don't
it's basically
believe
vitamin C.
I understand
emergency.
Emergency. Yeah, there you go.
The truth, I think, on that stuff is that it does not do what you think it does.
I beg to differ. I think people
there's a placebo effect, maybe. But.
No, I don't think so. You are smarter than me, but I think it was invented by a teacher who was getting sick and damn tired of kids coming in sick and getting her sick, and then the whole cycle.
Okay.
So she invented emergency.
Good for her.
Yeah, right. So she's probably not a teacher anymore.
I reckon.
She's got not just her summers off, but everything off now with the invention of that. Anyway, I assume you guys did not watch the tackle ball game last night?
I did not. I heard all the rundown, the post game rundown. So we're somewhat surprising, right?
Dude, yeah. I mean, if you had to pick, gun to your head, how do you go against Bama?
They're favored by 5 or 7, somewhere
something
in there,
like that.
right?
Yeah, like 4.5 or something. Which, I was like, okay, you knew Clemson would be good. I mean, they've met like 4 years in a row now.
Yeah.
And they've gone back and forth. Really, no blowout. It was one blowout. I think Bama beat them soundly a couple years ago, but Clemson just fucking destroyed last night. Oh my God, dude, we kept hearing about this quarterback, this freshman, true freshman.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence, dude. This
Doesn't he
kid,
have fancy hair.
yes, he's got long. He just doesn't look like a quarterback to me. He's like
know.
6'6", gangly,
Yeah.
true freshman. Owned them, dude. He looked unbelievable. We kept hearing how great this kid is. People were saying he's the highest recruited high school quarterback ever of all. And I don't know. Troy just goes, how you judge that? I was like, I don't know. That's just what
Just
they
scored him
quote, say.
highest.
Yeah,
out
I
of
guess.
anybody,
And this kid looks like the real deal. And the funny thing is,
Despite that hair, huh?
Yeah.
Scored him the highest. Look at that.
I know, right?
The locks.
Oh,
Sort of a
yes.
wolfen face as well.
Actually, dude, that
Yeah.
looks doesn't. I mean, Jay, I
This kinda looks
doesn't
stupid.
think that doesn't. I'm shocked that you're shocked by this because it kind of looks to me like a haircut that I would see kids wearing right now. Honestly.
Quarterback?
You don't see
Okay.
many quarterbacks with long hair like that.
Okay, but he's a young kid, and he.
No, I've seen the haircutty. I've
but
definitely
I'm-
seen kids with that haircut. Yeah, but someone surprised me that a quarterback has that haircut. Sorry,
Yeah.
he's the only one I can think of.
It surprised me too.
Yeah.
You were not on an island here, Jay. I'm with
Oh.
you. He is on his own, but
I didn't say. Well, never mind.
I don't know. I think people give him too much credit for being handsome.
Yeah,
He's kind of goofy looking,
totally.
but he's
I'm not
Dude.
just referring to the hair.
he's
can be-
amazing. And they said because of his age and when he came to school, he can't go to the NFL for 2 more seasons.
Oh man,
So this dude has to play 2 more seasons at least at Clemson before he can come out. So
seems fundamentally unfair.
sure does. I mean, yeah, can you imagine he blows his knee out next year? It's like, oh shit, because this kid looks like he's ready for the NFL right now. He looked that good.
Was it last year that everybody was touting Tua though? Tua had similar end of the season where everybody, oh my God, I can't miss, and
Well,
he had a
exactly.
shitty game yesterday.
Oh boy, did he ever! I think it was his first loss.
But he threw 2 touchdowns to 2 different teams in the first 3 minutes, right?
Yeah, he did. They were down early, and then they actually I think they had a lead early in the first quarter. There was a lot of scoring right away, and then he threw a pick 6 on play 3. But then it was a 30-3 run for Clemson. You just don't see Bama teams get beat like that. And I couldn't believe this morning when I woke up and went on Twitter. That's the first thing I do in the morning. Shitter Twitter. And the hashtag Fire Saban is trending.
Oh my God.
I'm like, are you shitting me? The guy's won 5 national titles in 10 years.
Going into the game, he was poised to break Bear Bryant's record, right?
Yeah.
And everybody, oh my God,
He won one at LSU, right?
Yeah.
Because he's got 6 titles. I was thinking about that last night. He's got
Definitely.
6, but 5 in the last 10 years. And people are honestly like, this is not what I donate to this school for. This program needs to be upheld. Blah, blah. And I'm like, are these people serious or is this a joke?
Do they remember what Alabama was like about 10 or 15 years ago? Maybe not 10, 20 maybe.
Yeah, they definitely had their down years.
Right.
where
Oh,
they
for
were
sure.
just another team.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it when I saw it. I'm like, dude, you guys are out of your minds. Seriously.
It's wild.
But it was announced yesterday that the kid that had the great game against Michigan, the Ohio State quarterback, is going to go to the NFL, and they're like, oh, he'll probably Haskins, yeah. They think he'll be he'll be a number 1 pick, and they said if Tua and this Trevor kid were able to come out now,
they would rank higher.
they would go 1 and 2
Wow.
before Haskins to tell you how good the people think these guys are. So I couldn't believe this either. When I was watching the game, they said this is the first time in 52 years that Clemson has played in the state of California. Like, what? Are you kidding? They played at the hideous-looking Levi Stadium, home in Santa Clara, they're home of the Niners, and they're like, I'm like, they haven't played in the state of California in 52 years.
Man, that's
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
But if you break it down, it was like forever. The bowls were just like you had the peach, the orange, the rose. It's like they wouldn't be in the Rose Bowl. So,
right. So it was
it's
set
like
per the conference.
3rd time they've ever played in the state of California ever in the history of their program. So yeah, they end up going to 15-0, first national program to do that in 123 years. So congratulations to them. It was, I don't know.
I'm by obviously no expert on college tackle ball, but I will say I'm okay with dynasties at times. But if it gets to, dude, the SEC with how they're doing this in college football, it's like, what is the point? Sorry, but to me to watch from some of these other teams, it's all been made now about the championship, which is good, and a playoff is good.
They need to expand the playoff, but it'll be more fun.
If you're not going to have even,
you know what I mean? Like if it's an 8-team playoff, that's great. Your team gets in, they've got a couple losses, but they get hot. I mean,
a couple losses. I don't know about a couple losses.
Well, yeah, I mean, a couple losses would have gotten teams in there. I mean, I think Georgia, didn't they lose to Alabama and Clemson? But I mean, still,
I don't know. It's just I don't know what they can do about it. I know there's nothing maybe they can do about it, but. Yeah,
that'd be a good start.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I think they will at some point.
It's just tough though. Like when you're dealing with you can only lose one game.
Yeah,
and maybe maybe you can lose a game. Yeah,
you better lose week 1.
And it just I don't know. That's why I like college basketball so much better because you can just kind of have the team mature as the year goes on and. You can lose here and there. You compete for your conference championship, and
that is fun, man. Like I don't
go to the tournament.
I don't pay that much attention to college hoops, unless State's doing really well or Michigan, which they obviously are. I think State's 7th in the country right now, and
I think they're 2-6 right now, actually.
Yeah. Oh, is it 2-6?
Yeah.
But anytime I watch them, throw them on. Oh, Michigan's on in the afternoon. Or Michigan State, dude, that is a fun ass sport to watch. It really is.
It's short, man. It's quick.
That's the other
hours,
thing, dude.
2 hours and you're done.
Yeah.
Dude, we went to
still the end of those games though, when it, if you're watching the game,
it's basketball.
I know,
but we went we went to that Michigan State game over the break, like I said, with my brother, and it was like I remember looking at the game started. Let's say it started at 7. We were in the car and already almost to Okemos by like 9:30 or something like that. Or it was like this is great.
Yeah. Well, that stat that we were talking about a few weeks ago, Jay, where it was like a 3.5-hour football game. It's actually 11 minutes of action. It's like
that is indicting when you really think about that. That's wow, what an odd game.
When you just talk about play to play, how much actual play is going on? 11 minutes. Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, speaking of tackle ball, obviously tackle ball is in full swing. So stop on by the Hamlin Pub to watch your favorite team on one of the numerous TVs and enjoy sports specials like $7 medium hand tossed pizzas, boneless wings, or the Nacho Supreme. Of course, these specials are good at all 5 Hamlin Pubs locations: Clarkston, Chesterfield, Rochester, and the 2 in Shelby Township.
By the way, we mentioned, E was in, you were at Notre Dame for the outdoor hockey game,
right?
Notre Dame.
And people have tweeted at us, I'm seeing more images of it because I just didn't watch the game. I didn't, like you were saying, I didn't even know it was on. It is absurd to have a team out on that ice in white jersey. It is fucking ridiculous.
Did they do it?
Signed off on that?
Especially when you're looking from 30, 40 yards back.
You
know?
can't see him.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like there's a second
I
team
started
on
to-
the ice.
I started thinking about this. Did someone do this as a ploy? Like, did they do it
Is that
thinking
like Nike
like,
being Nike?
or like
It looked like ghost players out there. All the images, and you're right. When you get that 30-foot back camera, you know that.
Well,
that
not just
view,
the camera. Just think of the people who, because you're in this ridiculous stadium for the sport.
Yeah.
You've got this little tiny rink in the middle of a football field. So you're sitting 30, 40 yards away trying to see this thing. And yeah, to your point, Mike, you're seeing ghosts. You're
Yeah.
seeing ghosts wearing blue helmets,
I mean, could you?
blue and yellow
was it-
helmets.
Was it legitimately hard? Because you
yeah,
were there.
it actually was. Like, it was kind of weird. Like,
I seriously want an answer. Like, who went? Yeah, we're going with white jerseys. That's no,
Great
that's
idea.
good. You're going, dude. We're outdoors.
Yeah, are
It's
they-
going to be cloudy and overcast.
there was also like
the
the
ice is
Are they
white.
playing Boise State blue ice or something?
well, not just the ice, but like, because it's in the football field, they got the the whole covered up the field, which is white, like the like whatever the
Tarp
surface
white
they
on white
use,
on
right?
white.
Yeah.
Man.
Made no sense.
But I also saw images of that crowd. Man,
I know,
that's-
dude.
Ugh, that was
bad.
rough. But again, like
20
going
it ended up
I
being-
heard nothing about it.
no, I didn't.
I
see
heard no mention of this.
We don't watch much TV.
Yeah,
network
but
TV,
you'd
but
think
still.
you'd see
You know the
something
problem
or hear
is-
chatter about it.
Yeah.
There was nothing, man.
The problem is the outdoor hockey game. I still
love the outdoor hockey game.
I do too. I do too. But it apparently has lost a
Oh,
lot of this.
I've contended LCA should have been a retractable roof.
Yeah,
Can you
okay.
imagine that?
How fun would that be?
Oh, you could open it up for Pistons games, open it up for concerts.
Pistons games.
How badass! That would be the most unique thing ever.
Yeah, it
It
would
really
be
missed
cool.
an opportunity.
Yeah, then you could have soccer in there too.
But at the same time, the folks at LCA will tell you that really the roof is what makes them special.
Yeah.
They've got all that rigging up there that
Oh,
allows them
yeah.
to turn over concerts really quick. and all
yeah, get lighting rigs and
Yeah.
up and down.
Dude, I agree with you. I
and the
love
banners
outdoor,
have to hang from somewhere.
They do.
You know.
I love
Really,
outdoor hockey games. It's the
Imagine
reason.
that though. An arena the size of LCA, retractable roof.
For a concert in
Oh,
June, how fun would
or
that
just
be?
Red Wings games. Like, yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
nice tonight. We're gonna
I mean,
open it up.
It's cool. They had that stage outside
That is kinda-
of Levi's Arena. They didn't even bother like bringing a stage into the stadium at halftime, and so they had.
That's where they did the concert.
Yeah, it was like right outside. They had
Really?
a
That's where
huge
the
stage
Imagine
set
Dra-
up. Imagine Dragons and Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne looked absurd. It was hilarious. Lil Wayne. He looked.
Lil
But like it wasn't inside the stadium.
No,
so
it wasn't.
so the
But
people-
it was cool because there's no roof on that place. Obviously, you don't need that in Northern California. It's 60 degrees and all that. But it's cool seeing like the fireworks go off to the
Yeah.
music. Like you can do that with an open roof, and make it look dope, man. We're missing out on fireworks, Jay.
Yeah, we're really
It's-
enclosed over here.
It's not fair. It's just not fair. Even looking at the pictures because people were like, dude, they got like 113,000 fans into that
U of M
Michigan
Shell.
Stadium. Yeah, that when they played hockey there. Even those images look absurd because you got this tiny rink in the
Yeah.
middle and then this full stadium. It's just way too small
Yeah,
of a
it's not
thing.
ideal. And then they put it in the outfield of Fenway and things like that. And
Yeah.
it's not ideal either.
Just looks
It's just
odd.
Yeah.
I went to see them play in Cleveland too one time. I saw Michigan versus Ohio State in an outdoor hockey game. It was at whatever Jacobs. It's not Jacobs Field now, but and it was dude, it was the same thing. Dude, it was a terrible crowd,
Yeah.
terrible crowd because it wasn't in Columbus and it wasn't in Ann Arbor,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah.
like.
I'm about done getting cute with these ideas of like, yeah, we're gonna play hockey.
Oh,
in a
are you?
baseball stadium. Yeah.
what an old man.
No, because dude, they keep doing this like, well, we're gonna do a concert at this venue. It's like, well, that venue's not set up. Tiger Stadium's not meant to have rock
Dude.
concerts at, and you get no fucking good seats. There's not even with the best seats in the house, you get shitty seats.
But
He's a
that's not the
state your case.
point. That's not the point. They're these cool dudes. When I for one, I love this kind of stuff. But these venues have to try to do new things more and more these days to get people like a cool thing or something that gets people excited. And dude, when I saw Billy Joel at Wrigley this year, I thought I had no qualms with it. I thought the sound was great, and it was it
Okay,
is what
sometimes it works, but seeing Eminem at
Comerica.
Comerica, it's like this is great, but you can't get close enough. You don't get that. If you spend the money to get good seats, you still don't really get good seats.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying. It's
It's
not
not-
an old man bitch. That's not an old man thing.
I kind of think that it is. It's like
not old man.
Well, it's another one of these things where you're like, I'm sick of this. Well, then don't go.
I
Like,
don't.
I know.
I don't. Why do you get so worked up that bothers me?
I guess
It bothers me that it's bothering you.
I guess that's fair. That's fair.
Son of a bitch. Cody
He's
Parkey.
bothered that you're bothered.
Yeah, he is.
Really?
Well, I'm bothered. We could just go down this mirror if we want.
Settle down.
Mirrors together. Just I'm bothered. You're bothered that I'm bothered. But
Cody Parkey, how's he doing, dude? Is he still alive?
I don't know, man.
I can't
Suicide
believe
watch.
the Illinois State Police tweeted out like Cody Parker, you're on your own.
Are you kidding me?
That was, after the game, but
But
it seems a bit harsh. And we
Yeah.
watched that killer video yesterday. We can watch it again. Do you have it there, E? The guy screaming, "Fuck you, Cody."
it's a great video.
It's a great video. It really is.
It's maybe perfect for what he's doing.
Really is. It has all the elements, like pure hatred, anger, frustration, but yet there's enough substance there where it's not just fuck.
Yeah.
He kind of talks it through the money issue.
Yeah. He's got bullet points he
does.
ran down. You're right.
And I also love that he's walking out of the stadium. He's not just, this is in no way staged or thought through.
No.
He's not like standing by the bathroom going, all right, here's my thoughts on Cody Park.
Yeah.
It's just, goddamn, it's
Rage.
pure unadulterated rage.
Go ahead, hit it, E. Might be my favorite video this year.
8 million, 10 million, 25 million. I don't know how
I love
much
this
fucking
guy.
Cody Parkey's getting fucking paid, but that little fucking cocksucker from South Florida can't make a goddamn fucking shit for his fucking life. I mean, how much fucking money we gotta pay this fucking cocksucker?
I love his look, too,
How
man.
much fucking
Everything about it.
opportunity
Does he look
do
like
you fucking
He looks
need?
like Todd
How
Packer.
many fucking
Yeah.
missed kicks?
From the
Does he look
Office.
like
Cody
Westfall?
Parkey gonna
A little bit.
fucking hit
A
this
tall
year?
Westfall.
Yeah.
11. That's how many. 11. Fuck you, Cody. Fuck you.
And then it ends perfectly.
It's
just
perfect,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's well done.
He didn't go too long.
Yeah.
Bringing up South Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all
Right,
of
there's
this
enough
is-
substance there to glom onto. It's not just rant. There's
Yeah.
enough there. Yeah, I got it. You're thinking this through, man.
How lucky are we? Usually when a kick is blocked, you know it right away, and it's like, oh, you could blame, the kicker sometimes didn't get the ball up enough, but a lot of times it's like, nah, guy made a great defensive play. Thank God we didn't know right away about the tip.
Where this wouldn't happen. Right?
Yes, because we may have completely missed out on this video, which
Yeah.
is perfection. I want to just play it in the background. Yeah, I just 11. That third time he screams 11 is just
8 million, 10 million, 25 million. I don't know how much fucking Cody
don't
Parkey's
know.
getting fucking paid.
fucking
But
paid.
that little fucking cocksucker from South Florida can't make a goddamn fucking kick for his fucking life. I mean, how much fucking money we gotta pay this fucking cocksucker? How much fucking opportunity do you fucking need? How many fucking missed kicks is Cody Parkey gonna fucking hit this year? 11. 11.
One more time.
That's how many. 11. Fuck you, Cody. Fuck you.
I love the pause between that final fuck
Yeah,
you.
He's a showman.
He
Really
really
is.
has this down. I'd like to see some of his other work, when the
tremendous.
Cubs lost. I would like to see that. And you're right, walking out of the stadium. Should there be more people around him though? You're leaving a playoff game.
Mm.
I mean,
You
you
know,
know
it
how
seems
long
like
he
he got-
stayed, or
Yeah,
or he
I
might have.
know.
Well, he
There's
wouldn't have left early, but
Oh no.
I didn't think about it. I was thinking.
Imagine how much ranting went on at the seats too before he hit the corridor there.
Right.
And started that video. Oh, there must have been some dynamite screams going on actually in the stadium.
I love that he's alone too. He doesn't have like a friend chiming in,
Yeah.
mucking it up. It's just it's perfection.
It's brilliant. And the walking, it's so important. You've stressed it for 2 days now how important that walkout
Yeah.
is, and it really does add something special to the video. That this guy's just and he's in a hustle too. He's walking the fuck out of
getting
there.
the fuck out of that stadium where that just happened.
Yeah, he just
It's
got burned by this
beautifully
goddamn
done.
Cody cocksucker Cody
From
Park,
South Florida.
But I love this story. So if you see the video, there's field shots too of Cody walking into the tunnel, which boy, that walk of shame. And he's just
Yeah.
being booed. Boos are just raining down on him. And so so Chicago, this brewery there is slamming all these armchair kickers. Did you see that story? So you got Goose Island Beer, and they've defended the kicker in a series of tweets. Last night they sent them out. A lot of armchair kickers on here saying that they could hit that field goal, which we find doubtful, all caps. You're gonna sit there on your throne of potato chips and vape pens and criticize this dude's
Vape pens.
athleticism. Get real. So what we're gonna do? Build a dang field goal post in the middle of the street outside of our brewery, and all you pro athletes can come out here and prove us wrong. This weekend during normal tap room hours, we'll have we'll leave you a chance to show off your kicking skills. Hit the 43-yard field goal, and you'll win beer for a year and eternal glory.
Mm.
And so, yeah, the NFL, by the way, has officially credited Trayvon Hester with that block kick. So they've made an announcement on that, and that's pretty cool, man. People can come out while they're this
beer
weekend.
for a year. That's doable, man.
I know.
Having to hit a 65-yarder, 43.
43 is way harder than people think.
Oh, I
though.
understand.
What if people played high school football? You know, you've been a kicker
yeah,
in your
well,
life.
go
you
out
could-
there.
Right.
You could probably hit a 43-yard field goal, Jay.
Yeah, given a week to prepare.
I don't think I could hit it.
Worried about my Achilles, of course, but
Yeah, but beer for a year?
yeah,
I mean, it's almost worth it.
might be
to
worth the drive.
tape up and get on down there and wait in line. Can you imagine? I don't know if you can get back in line if you miss.
Right.
It's probably going to be a long line.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
What do they do if 100 people hit? I guess, whatever. But people are going to realize just how fucking hard it is if you haven't played some level of football or soccer.
Yeah, but I guess, yes, that's a great point for these people who are like, this unathletic fuck, I could hit that. But most people are just bitching because, dude, it's a very makeable field goal, and you're a professional field goal kicker.
Yeah, I know.
That's the point,
And it's there's something
like
about
we shouldn't be able to make that because he's paid millions to do that remarkable thing.
Yeah. But we talked about it a little yesterday. There's just something to the fact that it's like you're counting on this little wee guy
Yeah.
with this kind of dainty,
That
weird
plays
soccer
into
shoe,
it, yeah,
and it's like
his stature.
this little motherfucker. You work this hard, you fucking win these games to get to this point, and then this little fucking
Prances out.
this little cocksucker.
This little dandy.
Yeah, he's got his tight little shoe on that's 2 sizes too small. They all do that, and it just looks weird.
You said it though. Honestly, though, you were right. Like about their defense and whatnot. I mean, I get it because it's so obvious. We see this. It's like this could win the game. If he makes it, it wins. But dude, when you say players going like, man, if this fucking field goal kicker couldn't do it, couldn't he really not go back and be like, oh, you didn't make this tackle?
Right.
Oh, you didn't get this sack?
A million plays you can point
Oh,
to. Yeah.
sure.
I'm just
Part of the
saying,
game.
like it's
Mhm.
like it is what it is.
It's one facet of the game, and it's just another reason I don't love the game. It's just kind of
Yeah.
a weird.
Yeah, I do love the game, but yeah, I think there's so much. Like if it would have been any other player on the field that fucked up, I think you cut him a little bit more slack than you do the kicker.
Yeah.
But I wonder how many people will go out there
Easy target.
and try to win beer for a year.
Oh man, I'll bet it's a ton.
What a great promotion,
Yeah.
though. You know what I mean? Getting your name out there like that, and seriously, E, you think you could kick one?
No.
Because I could see him driving to fucking Chicago this weekend to try.
I mean, I would do it
Toe
to talk
balling
about
it.
on this show. I would, if it was an
I don't
idea
want
to
to send E and
But,
just,
well, I can't this weekend, but
okay.
but I mean, I would do it to talk about in this show and to see how many people are there. But no, dude, I could not kick a feet. I bet I wouldn't even get it off. I'd barely get it off the ground, honestly.
I played soccer for many, many years. I'm being dead serious. I don't think I could hit a 25-yard field goal right now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't think I could. And
Sorry.
I normally I could easily
Sorry,
do
that's
that.
the case.
But dude, it's fucking hard to hit a 35-yard field goal, let alone
Yeah.
43.
Especially with guys jumping in your face and
Yep.
having that quick snap.
Yeah, it was a perfect snap, perfect hold too.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Yep. Anyway. Do you want to do a read?
I do.
Go ahead.
If I may.
Go ahead.
Hey, as the original and longest running sponsor, Zott Ford and Holly wants to thank and wish all of you a happy and prosperous new year. And to celebrate this joyous event, the enthralling deals are back in full effect right now at Zott Ford. Lease a new 19 Ford Fusion Hybrid. Yes, a hybrid as low as $82 a month. Or if big badass trucks are more your thing, lease a new 19 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4 as low as $133 a month.
I'll take
Surf
that.
their astounding deals and their massive inventory at dealsinthed.com.
Very good, very good. God, this guy's getting protesters out of his house. Guy lives in California. Big mega donor for the Democratic Party. Did you see this story?
Second body found in his house.
Yeah.
We covered the first one, right? We talked about this guy before.
Yeah, it was like a gay male escort or
Yeah.
something. Younger black kid.
Right.
And
I don't know. Have you ever had a dead body in your house? One?
I don't
No?
think so.
Not
no.
that you know of?
Mm-mm. No, not that I'm aware
He's
of.
just
not a
dead
human
body?
dead body.
Human dead body? in
No,
your
not
house?
a human dead
No,
body.
me
You've
either.
had animal dead body?
Yeah,
Yeah, I've had dead meese.
that's what I meant. That's a body.
Yeah. But yeah, nothing like a human being, and they have 2 of them in
Yeah,
a year.
Yeah, that's remarkable.
Oh, Ed Buck. Oh, Ed, what's going on at your house? Sounds like a lot of drugs is
Yeah.
going on there. So 17 months later, after that male escort died, now this one, protests erupt outside the home of this guy.
Protests are look at
I
it
know.
sucks. It's not a good thing. This guy's probably whatever the deal is, but the idea that protests.
Well, they're turning it into a racial thing, right? They're saying that
Oh.
the death of this black young man
Gotcha.
who died first wasn't investigated thoroughly.
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay, I guess.
So they're calling for his arrest, and their arrest Ed Buck, prosecute Ed Buck, and then a jury needs to convict Ed Buck. Slow down, folks. We're getting a little. Let the system do what it does.
Well, they let the system do what it does, Mike, and it rendered another dead body.
Yeah, he's had 2 dead bodies in his house, and he's still in the house.
To who?
Mm-hmm. But he's got a lot of money.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? He's a donor, a big Dem donor,
Yeah.
and he's connected. Every picture you see in the story is him with Hillary, right?
Yeah,
Standing there,
bow
arm in arm.
tie.
Yeah.
It's gay guy with flashy bow ties, and I guess he's given over $500,000 to Obama and Hillary,
Mhm.
and then Garcetti, not Gil, but is it Eric Garcetti,
Yeah.
the LA mayor or whatever. So yeah, they said his lawyer, attorney Seymour Amster, said confirmed the most recent death. Yeah, there's another dead body found in his house. Said the unidentified victim was a longtime friend who had known Buck for 25 years. The victim reached out for Buck's help Sunday night and began acting in a bizarre way.
What do?
After he arrived at this apartment. As far as we're concerned, this is an accidental death. Nothing to see here.
He lives in an apartment.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's-
West Hollywood. Who knows? He's
Yeah,
probably
okay.
got 2 other houses too if he's really that
Okay.
rich. But so one lady was walking her dogs at like 12:15 in the like late at night and saw this dude go in, and then it's like, oh, I never saw anyone leave. It's like, what are you staring at the fucking door all
No,
night?
I saw that quote too. Like,
Uh,
really?
I woke up to find out he didn't come out.
Takes note of a guy entering a home at 12:15. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
You know what? I've always said that. I think that's. I think that you don't think you would, but I think if you were like, I've gone on runs in my neighborhood when it's dark out, and if you were out at 3 a.m, say, and you saw kind of someone going into your neighbor's house, you might not think of anything, and then the next day you hear like, oh
I
shit.
don't know. In an urban setting, though, would you? I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
not.
And 12:15 is a lot different than 3
Yeah,
a.m.
you're
too.
right.
Anyway, but they are reopening the case. The LAPD announced that they're going to reinvestigate the case of the kid that died a year ago. So Moore, his name was Moore. It's got a kind of a weird name, but yeah, Buck's apartment was full of drug paraphernalia. They did not bring charges, even though they found 24 syringes containing brown residue. 5 glass pipes with white residue and burn marks, a plastic straw with white residue, clear plastic bags with white powdery residue, and a clear plastic bag containing a piece of crystal-like substance.
No crystal-like substance.
No
No.
charges.
Yeah.
Dead
body.
body they're in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, nothing to see here. We're not going to investigate that. And it's like, yeah. Can you imagine the black guy sitting in his fucking shit apartment somewhere that is reading that going, oh, really? Really? Do you think they would have said nothing to see here if that was me? That's the privilege people bitch about right there.
Yeah.
You know, rich fucking white guy is able to get away with that. Well, they
21 syringes? Is that what you
24
said? 4,
filled
sorry.
with a brown substance. Gee, that doesn't sound like heroin. Not at all. So anyway, they're looking at Moore's death was ruled accidental. You know, meth overdose. It happens. You know, no big deal. But the sheriff's office said they've looked in his journal, this kid's journal, and there's some implicated Buck quotes in here, and I'll read you those. He wrote, I've become addicted to drugs, and the worst one at that. Ed Buck is the one to thank. He gave me my first injection of crystal meth, and it was very painful. But after all the troubles, I became addicted. And then his last entry says, if it didn't hurt so bad, I'd kill myself, but I'll let Ed Buck do it for now. Ooh. Those are ghostly quotes coming back from.
Yep, no reason to investigate, as you said, Mike. Like,
Yeah, no, nothing to see here. I love people who are like, oh, there's six Democratic parties that are returning checks. They love doing that. Like,
Yeah,
as soon as we found out, we stopped accepting money from them. Oh boy. So anyway, we'll see where that goes. Maybe he'll get off again. Maybe we can go for dead body number 3 in his house. Kevin Hart apologizing again.
My gosh.
Stop apologizing.
Seriously.
Stop it. Nobody
He
cares.
really wants to be the Oscar host or what,
I
man?
guess, man. Who would want to do? I don't know anyone that would want to do it. And the Hollywood Reporter is saying they can't find anyone else that wants to do it. After the Kevin Hart thing, nobody is interested in hosting this fucking thing. And so, yeah, he's once again apologizing. Do we have audio of his apology? He was on, I guess he's got a show straight from the heart on Sirius XM that he does.
I will say this, and I want to make this very clear, and I'm going to say it just in case you guys try to take this and chop it up. I will rebuttal with this piece
Rebuttal.
right here. Once again, Kevin Hart apologizes for his remarks that hurt
person.
members of the LGBTQ community. I apologize.
Right? That sounded terribly sincere, but I don't know that he owed them that apology. And I thought he made a good point too.
At this point, if you're gonna apologize, I kind of assume that was sincere. Like,
Yeah.
Otherwise you just don't do it. The thing's done. The
Yeah.
dust is settled.
If nobody can get past this stuff, even with a sincere apology, which he's done in the past, you're talking about decade-old
Right.
tweets. If nobody can be forgiven, then what are we doing? And he kind of touches on that. He's like, I'm not debating right from wrong. I've already stated it's wrong what I said. But the other side of this, if the fight from the LGBTQ community is equality, that's the fight. But in the fight for equality, that means that there has to be an acceptance for change. If you don't want to accept people for their change, then where are you trying to get to this equal part? I think that the bottom line is that we're living, that the times we're living in, but we have to understand and accept people and change. Bottom line.
Remind me, his whole thing was jokes, right? Or were there just comments where it
No,
was like,
yeah, he said
Kinda-
something about if my son came home, what is I have it here?
Playing with the doll.
Yo, if my son comes home and tries to
Right.
play with my daughter's dollhouse, I'm gonna break it over his head and say, "Stop, that's gay." Okay, I just find it hard to believe that people are truly that offended. Maybe they are. So yeah, Ellen DeGeneres has said she's reached out to the Academy personally.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
I know, right? And so yeah,
He's given the okay from the.
well, they still
the-
want him to host apparently, and he's admitted he's evaluating the idea. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
maybe we can
but-
all heal from this.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because it doesn't end. We've said it before. Like that. Okay, great. Now dig up something else.
If
on it.
he
You're
hosts
better
Mike-
you're better off playing it the way Ricky Gervais does. Fuck it. I'm not apologizing for shit ever.
if he hosts Mike, I might have to say I don't know if I can watch the Oscars this year
Yeah.
because of the gay stuff. I think I might have to.
Well, they're
I
not
wanted
inclusive
to.
enough. Yeah,
Right.
they're not inclusive enough. So
I wanted to. Trust me, but
and Ricky actually went on a Twitter rant. He's been doing this a lot lately, fighting with people
Uh,
who are like, "You can't joke about that." He's like, "No, you can joke about anything you fucking want." And this is the attitude you have to have. People are thinking, "Oh, he's trying to defend Louis C.K." He never mentioned Louis C.K.'s name. But he was tweeting out, "Please stop saying you can't joke about anything anymore. You can. You can joke about whatever the fuck you like, and some people won't like it, and they will tell you they don't like it. And then it's up to you whether you give a fuck or there's no subject out of bounds. People often get offended when they mistake the subject of a joke for the actual target. It all depends on the joke." So yeah, I agree with him there. So anyway, that's the best attitude you can have is that one. Otherwise, you'll never get out from underneath it.
I wonder wasn't he the one that you said recently had that thing of like how he lost a bunch of money last year? He had a tough year.
Louis C.K.
Oh, that was Louis C.K.
Yeah,
that said
said
that.
he lost
Okay, I'm
35
sorry.
million
I thought that
that
was
day or whatever.
okay. My bad.
they're jokes.
I know.
My God.
I don't know. That's the point of a joke. Somebody's going to be the butt of it.
Dude,
Somebody's going to be offended by it.
so since I was wrong, so Ricky, $130 million net worth for Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Dude, when you get to that money, though, like especially for him, he can do those tweets that you want and just be like,
Yeah.
go fuck yourself. I already have this money.
Yeah, and he produces his own stuff. He's
Right.
not relying on other people to, he'll direct and write and produce, and yeah, he's the best. But another guy, speaking of language, getting people in trouble. I mean, this guy's got to go. This meteorologist, believe he's in where is he at? New York, Rochester, New York, and he's doing a report from Martin Luther. I gotta say this slowly, make sure I get this right. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, and he threw a racial slur out there.
He inserted the word coon in there.
Yeah, Martin Luther Coon. Yeah, something like that. And he vehemently denies that that's what he was doing. He was reporting Memorial Park in Rochester when viewers alleged he used a slur while saying the civil rights leader's name. And so after the segment airs, Rochester Mayor Lovely Warren, you elected a fucking mayor named Lovely Warren.
Lovely.
Okay. Anyways, she called for him to be fired after the segment aired. It is wrong, hurtful, and infuriating that WHEC Channel 10 broadcast a racial slur in reference to Dr. King.
Do we have one? Do we have the video? Is it one of these where you just trip over the words, where he conflates two or something?
I'll play it for you.
It's not great audio, but
I don't know why this audio isn't readily available, but in the couple stories I read, it wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
And so someone did record it off their TV. That's the audio we have. I'll play it for you in just a second here. But she goes on, lovely. I'm assuming that's a lady. There must be real consequences for the news personality involved and also for the management team that failed to immediately apologize and address this on the air. One viewer tweeted, "Wow, that video. He definitely says that all the time."
I like when you just worded it like that, by the way. One viewer. Yeah. I mean, how many viewers do you have? Well, no, I know, but I'm just...
When that one viewer got 2 hearts, though, that felt good for that one viewer.
He got a response from the guy in
that
question.
Felt so good, didn't it?
I was listening to somebody recently, and they were so dead on about this. Like, when we read these and Mike reads these angry tweets or whatever, there should be, like, a number of the tweets that, like, there should be a percentage, like a number of tweets before we can
hit a
act.
Threshold.
Right. There should be like, okay, there's been 10,000 angry tweets. Now at least this is something.
Dude, Ricky Gervais does that in his Humanity stand-up when he's like, "Well, these people, why are they starting shit? They're tweeting at me and at the Tonight Show. They're trying to start shit." And he's like, "Oh, she's got 23 followers. Ignore." Fuck them. They mean nothing. So this guy got a response from the anchor in question. Capel, what's his full name? Danny Capel, I think. Jeremy Capel. And so this guy's like, "Wow, that video. He definitely says that all the time, which is why it slipped out on air." And so this guy's like, "For the record, I've never uttered those words in my life." Meanwhile, the Rochester Association of Black Journalists released a statement condemning, and this is clearly racist language. "While we are aware of the station has issued an apology, we expect complete explanation on what happened, who was responsible, and why nothing was said immediately after the broadcast." And I'll get to the GM's statement after.
Completely respond. The person talking is there completely.
The guy probably misspoke. I don't know. Let's hear it.
"I can promise you with 100% certainty this happens. You trip over a word. It's not uncommon. It's happened before." Go ahead, E. Do you think this guy is saying coon on TV because he's just got to? Fuck.
Just billowed forth.
Ridiculous.
Overall, it was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, the ice rink at the Zamboni. It was great. This is the way it looked out at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, the ice rink.
Yeah, he had to slip that in.
The guy got fired for that.
Yeah.
All right, I want every person who's ever used the word honky tonk fired.
Gone.
I am on this honky thing. I'm bothered by it, Mike.
Is that where it stems from? Is
honk.
Honky? Does it matter?
I don't care who said. I want him fired. Everyone, anyone who uses that word anymore.
But
honky tonk.
But honkies aren't traditionally disenfranchised. That's the problem you're going to run into. I'm with you. I'll support you. I got your 6 on this. But I think the problem is they're going to go, "Honky, please. You're not disenfranchised. This doesn't count." And plus, tonk just sounds retarded.
It does.
You know, you almost need honky. You know what I mean? Like, what music are you into? Tonk.
Headed down to the honky tonk.
Going out to the honky tonk this weekend. Heading down.
He's just heading down to honky tonk this weekend.
I fucking love honky tonks.
Of course you do. Here's the problem with what this guy said. Martin Luther King. You're going from ooh.
Don't excuse this behavior, Mike.
Oh, I think this is to my goes to my other point that I've been trying to make lately about really. We can't extend someone just the benefit of the doubt. Now, if you want to go
perfect, gotcha. This is set up perfectly, Mike.
Well, the language of like,
got him.
Demand to know blah, blah, blah what's being done. He needs to be fired. The station manager needs to be fired. The people need to. We need to shut this.
There are clear winners in this situation. The winners who heard that and identified it and brought it forth for the rest of society.
You're talking about the lovely Warrens of the world.
The lovely Warrens, the guys who are tweeting underneath it. I mean, those are the winners here.
It's just so sad. It's like, okay, if you want to go and troll his social media and find examples where he's like, "Goddamn blacks, they're running this country," or "fucking Mexicans, Jews," whatever. If you find examples of that, you go, okay, here's a pattern of shit. But I mean, until you do that, until you have something like that. Martin Luther King, like that happened to what's his name? Was it Greenberg, Mike Greenberg, or on ESPN? Did the same thing, and was able to apologize and move on with his life. See if that's right. ESPN is it Greeny? Mike Greenberg said Kuhn on the air, trying to say, I think.
Under the same circumstances?
Same thing. Yeah. I think it was almost identical. So here's what the general manager, Richard Reingold, said.
He's going to be on record.
On behalf of News 10 NBC, I apologize for our broadcast of a racial slur in reference to Martin Luther King Jr. during our Friday evening broadcast. Upon learning of the incident, immediately I initiated an internal investigation and internal discussions, and by Friday had made a staffing change. As a result of that broadcast, meteorologist Jeremy Capel is no longer with News 10 NBC. We believe strongly in holding our reporters and anchors to the highest standard. We are proud of our dedicated newsroom professionals and expect and require that each respects and understands that their behavior reflects directly on the station for which they work and the community we serve.
We live in stupid times.
These words have no place on NBC 10. And the fact that we broadcast them disheartens and disgusts me. That it was not caught immediately is inexcusable. I regret that we did not immediately interrupt our broadcast and apologize on the spot.
This is why podcast listenership is rising. This is why streaming services are killing it, because people don't want to hear that bullshit.
Yeah. Well, in case you were wondering,
local news.
Our Friday broadcast does not represent the values of News 10 NBC. Its hardworking staff are the great people of Rochester. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is one of America's greatest heroes, for whom I and all of News 10 NBC have the utmost respect. I am terribly sorry to all our viewers. We are redoubling our efforts to ensure that this never happens again. This never happens again.
Okay, hopefully no one trips over words, if that's what in fact happens.
Yeah, here you go. Here's am I right? Was it
Mike and Mike?
Mike and Mike.
Luther Kuhn Day. Mike Greenberg, racist.
Racist.
Yeah. Here we go.
Mike and Mike in the morning on ESPN Radio, talking football with you on this Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. So glad you've chosen to strike.
He had to apologize for that. It's like, if you can't see how linguistically.
I know. I wonder if like linguistic professors would just be like, yeah, that's an obvious one. We have these very clear times where we trip on things, where we conflate words, and yeah, that's a tricky one, right?
It happens. You're better off just going MLK. Just stick with MLK. You know what I mean? God, it's just so sad to me that people are just willing to destroy someone's life and career. Declare him a racist with zero evidence.
Man. It's immoral.
It's immoral. It is. It's hurtful, hateful, and immoral. And it's, if you think you're helping society, these warriors that are out there playing this gotcha game, you're fucking not. You're just not. I'm sorry.
By the way, this has nothing to do with this per se. It has to do with honky tonks. But Jay, I should say, not only am I going to a honky tonk this Saturday, but it is actually the world's largest honky tonk.
Wow,
Jesus. Just throwing that out there.
You're going full on white racist.
Right, exactly.
Wow.
Just
So
throwing
you're
it out
going
there.
down to see Pat Green.
I
huh?
am.
Yeah.
I am.
Jesus.
I literally can't even.
I think I see a boner.
Having a hard time sleep at night, to be honest with you.
Really? That excited?
Yes.
Dude, he brings himself to tears listening to Pat Green.
Did I tell you? Did I reveal this yet? We have we have custom T-shirts for the trip.
You have group T-shirts.
Group
Wow.
T-shirts.
Oh my God, chicks do that a lot.
What does it say?
It says, I will say this: a female is the one who kind of said, "Should we make T-shirts?"
Of course,
and,
a female.
But I did say hell yes, and I
Purple.
made the phrasing.
Okay, so they're purple and
they're not purple; they're gray because we didn't want it to be too obnoxious. But
Right.
But on the front it says it's a Pat effing Green road trip with a picture of a Lone Star beer, and on the back it says from Detroit to Dallas. Or from Detroit to Dallas, Billy Bob's or bust, with a Lone Star star on the back.
Billy Bob's honky tonk.
Right.
You came up with that?
I did.
Pat effing Green.
Well,
road
people
trip.
call him Pat. You know, his nickname a lot of times Pat fucking Green. So it's cool to say Pat.
So why
effing.
didn't you write Pat fucking
Yeah,
Green?
you say Pat effing Green though. That's how you
Classy.
say it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very good.
I came up with that though.
Good
Just
job.
the phrasing.
Wow. Could have asked for help. Jay
World's
and I could have
largest-
helped with that.
No, I love it, dude. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
World's largest honky tonk though.
It's gonna be fun. You gonna meet some listeners out there too?
I am.
Good boy. Good boy.
Mr. Backus, actually. I'll be meeting up with
The
Mr.
great
Backus.
Craig Backus.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, he's in that area.
Him and his wife.
You guys gonna have some beers?
We are. Hell yeah.
Yep. Give him the full Easus, dude. Get shit.
I'll get drunk as shit.
There you go. Make a fool of yourself. mean, that's what you get.
Well,
you want the full eases.
It's going to be hard. You know what? I say I will, but the problem is I think I'm going to get drunk as shit Friday because Saturday's my emotional day. I don't know if I want to be drunk as shit when Pat Green comes on stage.
Yeah, you do. You'll be singing along.
Remind us, they're closing this honky tonk.
No. It's just
What
he
is
hasn't played there in a long time. It's actually the 20th anniversary of his live album, which
Okay.
is why the show's particularly so big.
Have you ever even heard of Pat Green?
Not before
Most
he's
people
a Snipe.
haven't in Michigan, but
How did he get on? How did he come on your radar?
the first gross. The first you know what? He had a single. His only hit that ever made anything nationally. He had this song called Wave on Wave that made it big in 2003 and when he was kind of closest to his quote unquote sellout days. And I heard that song and I liked it, and I don't know, I just looked at other shit and he became the guy to me.
You know, it's funny. Over Christmas break, I saw some family members I hadn't seen in a while, and one of the guys was like, "Yeah, I tried to check out your show again. You know," he's like, "I've listened in the past, just not my thing." But he's like, "I'll give it another chance." And he's like, I jump into an episode, and the first thing I hear is, "So would you jack off Pat Green? I mean, would you jack him off?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just went ahead and pushed stop." And but he knows Pat Green, this particular
Does
dude.
he?
He's like, "Oh yeah, he's great."
So would he jack off Pat Green?
Yeah, that's what I asked him. That was
Did
my
you?
follow-up.
Yeah, I mean it's if he likes Pat, what level?
Was he just offended because he
I
liked
guarantee
Pat Green so much that you know what I mean? He wasn't offended at the question of whether I would jack him off. He's just like, dude, I like Pat
just
Green.
Content.
I
is
know.
not his thing.
I've assumed
Yeah.
that's what it was.
He's a prude. No big deal. You would jack off Pat Green, right?
I don't know that I would do that.
For backstage passes.
I've met him already before, dude. I don't know that
I think you're lying right now. Anyway.
Look, I do a lot, but jack him off, I don't know.
Off too.
I will say that when I saw him the last time,
Kevin Spacey shit rub his dick for 3 minutes.
Well,
I want it off.
I will say when I saw him the last time at Billy Bob's in 2010, I did at one point yell out, "I love you, Pat," and he responded. I think he kind of was like, "Oh,
You go,
well, thanks,
"Oh,
buddy,"
well,
or something.
thanks,
Like
buddy.
he kind of said like I wish I could remember exactly what he said, but he acknowledged it and then made a joke about not loving me.
How
obviously,
do you not remember Pat Green's statement to you?
I
It was
don't
the man
know.
you love.
He ran around the stage going, "Faggot Billy Bob's, faggot Billy Bob's, faggot Billy Bob's."
I'd forgotten about it until just now, to be honest with you. I forgot I'd done that.
Yeah. Are you gonna yell out again?
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Make sure you get some good video, E.
I will.
Especially if you start weeping. If you are brought to tears, I want video.
I will.
Do you see these 4 cops in New York in a love triangle?
Yes.
Dude.
I loved Rectangle.
Yeah, love rectangle. So you got this is hard to explain, kind of. An NYPD sergeant cheated on his cop girlfriend with a fellow officer whose husband is also on the force.
So it's guy to girl, girl to guy.
Yeah.
It's no gay.
Uh-huh.
No homo.
The bosses took everyone's revolvers. They took everyone's guns so they wouldn't kill each other.
Yeah.
How funny is that? I guess there's a rule in the official handbook that says we can take your revolver if anything happens that we think.
Wow,
you
they
guys
could have maybe used that.
For little Reese's
Right.
yesterday.
Yeah, right. Poor little guy. He survived though. Sergeant Can Do Worley. Can Do. And Officer Stephanie Gallardo.
Can do.
What's the thought? The thought process literally is I've just given birth to this son.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful boy. He can do whatever he wants.
Is that it?
How's it spelled?
It doesn't
Are you-
matter how it's spelled.
I know, but I
It
wanna know
can
how-
do. It could be Kandoo.
I do want to. It matters to me.
Kandou.
See?
Can do.
Is that one of those like?
Probably Condu, dude.
Can you? No, it's Can Do. Just like Mash Hood the other day. Not Mashoud.
It's
Mash Hood, man.
Condu. It's
It's-
Condu.
It's Can Do. It's like, can you birth that out of your vagine? Can do. You don't have to do C-section. You can go out of the vagine. Can do. She said it so many times. It was like, I'm gonna name my kid that. Can do. And he's player. It sounds like he's kind of a player. And the secret was revealed when Worley, Can Do Worley's live-in girlfriend, Tyes, Tyeis. Am I getting that one right?
T-Y-E. Yeah, Tyus.
Tyus Coppin found incriminating photos on his cell phone. In a fit of vengeance, she allegedly posted the photos to Worley's Instagram account.
Oh,
Captions say, "I told my girl I loved her 10 minutes before I fucked this one."
Well put.
She's someone's wife. She's not my girl, though. I have one, and this is not her. On the day after Christmas, Worley
this is what he
warned her that-
posted.
that's what she did. She
Okay.
posted it to his account.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know. I told you it was confusing. Day after Christmas, Worley warned her that the photos were online and the NYPD learned about them. 2 days later, They were called in for questioning, admitted. They're trying to say like it was, yeah, we hooked up a little bit. We never fucked though. Something like that. And they're like, we'll take 9 service revolvers from you guys. Took 9 guns from these guys. Boy, how do you think you're going to pull that off in the office?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like a 4-way fuck. Okay. Yeah. So total of 9 were taken under the section of the patrol guide that permits impounding firearms in non-disciplinary cases. They have been given their guns back. I guess they had
Are they
like a week.
Cooler heads have prevailed.
But what are they going to
Yeah.
do? Like they're going to place them on way separate shifts?
New York's
or...
a big city.
Right.
Yeah, you go to another precinct.
I
you'll
guess,
be
yeah, that's what
fine.
you'd have to do, right?
I don't know. It sounds like they all went back to their regular jobs
Just
and they got their guns back. So explain themselves. Everything's cool. They didn't know they were swingers. Now they are. I don't know. Just plan your own field. Just stay on your own course. It's the best advice you can get.
Hey, everybody, does your money work as hard as you do? You will spend upwards of 45 years working to support your lifestyle, provide for your family, set aside money for retirement. Let Mark Leibovitz at LPL Financial help to make sure your money is working as hard as you are. Call today. Tell them you're a friend of the show for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. Call 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
Sorry. You hear me coughing and wheezing in the background. I apologize, everybody. I know it's not fun to listen to. Someone, by the way, accused you of calling me Mark the other day.
Huh.
I was like, really? He's got Merc on the mind? They even gave a timestamp. I didn't bother
Really?
looking it up. But I've called you Drew before.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
I'd need a timestamp. I need
Yeah,
to review the file.
I don't ever recall you calling me Merc or Mark, but stranger things have happened. Did you see this French author? No, you've never heard of him. Apparently he's really popular. 50-year-old guy who's catching all kinds of shit because he's like, yeah, any woman over 50 is fucking no, can't do it for me.
Gross.
Yeah, he's just like, no way. Yan Moix. Yan Moy, French dude, well-known writer, director, sparked international outcry. Really? Did he spark international outcry? It's funny. He told Marie Claire's French edition that older women are invisible to him.
I love it.
I prefer younger.
Invisible.
Invisible. That's a quote. I prefer younger women's bodies. That's all. End of. The body of a 25-year-old woman is extraordinary. The body of a woman of 50 is not extraordinary at all.
That's his preference.
He also he prefers Asians too, particularly from China, Korea, and Japan. Few were receptive to his comments, with most women slamming and mocking the guy. One comic, sounds like a ball of fun, Anne Romanoff, wished the author one day understands that romance isn't just about the firmness of the buttocks and about the connection with another. It's about the connection with another person.
Firmness of the
Why
buttocks.
is him making the statement any different from him going, yeah, I prefer the color red to blue?
Yeah,
It's
right.
just-
Because people,
Come on,
there's
man.
something.
Come on, man.
There's something shitty in that statement. Like, you are a series of holes, and once you hit a certain age, things don't look
It's his preference.
as well. Yeah, I mean, most people wouldn't choose banging an 80-year-old woman over a 20-year-old woman. I get that. You thought when you were 18, you thought 18-year-old girls were smoking hot. That doesn't change, and we've seen that what poor Mr. Cosby's gone through. When all
Poor
these
Mr.
women,
Cosby.
these
Poor,
women come
poor.
out decades later, it's like, you
Yeah.
bang that. He's like, wow, but you had to see her 30 years ago. Ah. You know, she was
Yeah,
hot
it's
then.
tough. It's tough.
It's tough. But you know, is that really a stretch?
I can't.
It just sounds shitty. It sounds chauvinistic and shitty to say that.
It's not a
Like,
stretch at
they're
all.
invisible to me.
But the idea, it's not a stretch, but it's just funny that he said it in an interview.
It makes a
Like,
ton of sense in an evolutionary sense as well, right?
Yeah.
It's just that those are the fertile ones. That's what I'm attracted to. That's what I want to put my dick in.
I mean, what? That's like
it's a little rude, right?
it's a little rude, but whatever.
But if
I
he's
mean,
not
isn't that
married and he's
Isn't
just
that, is there any difference in that and going, yeah, I'm just not attracted to fucking fat chicks.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
I know.
They don't. That's my preference. I like in shape women.
Dude,
And by the way, there are 50-year-old women that are fucking gorgeous. So he's wrong. He should reevaluate
Yeah.
this. Maybe start at 60 or something. Because there's plenty of 50-year-old
Mike,
women that are.
you realize that? Are you serious, dude? Like, amongst us, we don't care. But if you were to do an interview, a national interview at this point, say, I don't like larger chicks, you
I
would
would
get,
say that.
I know, but you would get lambasted. Like, it would not be seen as just, oh, that's a preference.
Well, we're supposed to be outraged and offended. Like, I
I
would
know, we're
expect.
cutting through all that, though, E.
I
We're getting
understand
to the
that.
heart of the matter.
Of course.
Yeah. So
That's
the
what we like
comments.
to do on this show, E. On the Detroit Cast. We cut right to the quick.
So one chick said, "Can women under 50 be invisible to you too, please?"
You can
Yeah,
be.
You don't have to do anything with him.
Yeah.
You don't
right.
have to like him,
Right.
look at him, read his
Yeah.
shit ever again. Doesn't matter.
But he's
His
rich
preference.
as fuck, and he will end up with a 25-year-old Asian.
Exactly.
He will.
That's what's going to happen. He's going to find one. She might be from Korea, maybe China, maybe Japan. But one of
Casting
them,
a wide net.
yeah, one of them is going to land in that fucking net and be happy as shit for about 24 years. And then,
Then poof, invisible.
boom, things are going to get real difficult again. That's the problem with pedophiles. It's like, yeah, dude, I get it. You're into a 12-year-old, but you know what? The 12-year-old's probably going to grow up.
Is that the problem
That's
with
the problem.
pedophiles?
That's the problem they
Is
run
that
into.
the problem?
Time and time again. It's like, pedophiles are not interested in Alec anymore.
Right.
Once Alec got,
Balls dropped.
yeah.
Yeah, this is Alec from the Shriners.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, you can
Alec.
send your money right here, the number below on the screen.
I'm gonna peel a couple 20s off the top for my bitches.
A couple 20 something.
This is what's funny. Lawmakers, including French MP Olivia Grégoire, who is a spokesperson for President Emmanuel Macron's party. Very classy, Yan. Very, very classy. Stay out of it, dork. Stay out of it, government. No place for you here.
Oh, again, he's looking for that sense of, people are gonna like my tweet or like my response, right?
Yeah.
I'm sticking up for the
Sure.
old ladies.
These old birds need help. They need backup, and I got these old birds back. He's defending his comments too. He's doubling down.
Awesome.
It's almost victim-like. He's like, he says he's a prisoner of his own taste in women.
I love this guy. He might be my new hero.
You got to start reading Yan Moy stuff.
Yeah,
MOIX.
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up and I'm gonna start reading his stuff because of this.
I don't see this as pride, but almost as a curse. It's not my fault. We are not responsible for our tastes, our penchants, or inclinations. I'm not here to hold forth on this.
I like hot bitches. It's a curse.
Every individual is a prisoner of their tastes. I'm a prisoner of mine. It takes nothing away from a woman of 50 years that I don't want to sleep with her.
Yeah. The color blue is awesome too. I just prefer red.
Yeah, she's invisible to me. Sorry.
It's like, and those chicks that's like,
Look him up.
What's his name? Here.
M-A-N-N. How am I saying that right in French?
Well, just spell it out.
Y-O-I-X. Yoy.
Y-O-I-X. I have no idea how you say that.
Shit.
M-A-N-N.
Yeah.
Y-O-I-X.
I would guess yoy. Sure.
Yoy.
Wah.
Yoy.
Yoy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How's French accent go again?
Oh, yes, yes.
Me.
You got to start with to get it going.
I know. Yes, very good. That's the only way I can start. Fuck, that's
That's
it's,
not it.
It's like putting the car in
Sets
drive.
the table.
Yes, very good.
Can I see your-
Dude, it's the same with
Bonjour.
bonjour.
it's just not showing up to me. Sorry.
Y-O-I-X. It's got to
Yeah.
be like
What
wah.
did you?
I have to do the same thing if I'm gonna try and get into like fucking Arab accents. Yelek,
Yeah.
but you got to start there. Let the
Okay,
whistle
here we
go.
go.
This is the guy that refused to bang 50-year-old women. He's new hero.
Right.
They're invisible to me. I love that. I prefer younger women's bodies. That's all. End of.
Whoa, what's going on with that guy's
Oh,
forehead?
man. Yeah, there's something weird. You know what? Is he suffering from goatism? Does he have a touch of the goatism?
Yeah, his eyes are a little too far apart.
I just see Shepard Smith every time I see those goat
God,
eyes.
I'm worried about the bridge of his nose, though. That
Yeah.
bulbous
It's
mark there.
Cro-Magnon.
Yeah.
There's some Cro-Magnon going on there.
God bless him if he can.
But
pull
again,
some
if he's just
25-year-old
saying
puss.
that's all. Oh well, that's what I'll. I mean.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah.
call himself hot, right?
No,
Right.
no. Yeah, every time I see those eyes like that, I think of Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and Shepard Smith.
Oh yeah, Shepard
way-
Smith is perfect.
Shepard Smith, it freaks me out when the way there's something about his delivery. where it's
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah.
If you took two naked guys,
It's
set them
gumpish.
on either side of my head, I could see both their dicks at the same time, even though I couldn't suck them
Yeah.
both.
According to
Right.
this article, he was the highest paid author in the world and this was January 8th, 2019.
He was what?
Highest paid author in the world.
He will be okay,
Yeah, he's gonna survive.
no matter what happens here.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick timeout.
2000 he top 10
Well
number
done,
one
Ian.
spot on
Too
people's
bad he
money.
used his
People with
report.
money, top 10 highest paid authors for 2019 with estimated $96 million in combined earnings. So
Nice.
he'll be all right, as you said.
Okay.
And he will find 25-year-old girls that will have sex with him.
Oh, wallets do that all the time. His wallet is on the search for a next 25-year-old right now, so he'll be good. Got a couple videos. Some woman freaking out in an airport. Those are always
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
And-
That's sad, man.
What? Seeing someone so drunk they're just
Either drunk or off meds, or you're just
Yeah.
like, oh man.
yeah. And then another Walmart brawl.
Yes.
I saw one still image from it. I haven't watched the video yet, but the still I saw this fucking guy. You know what I'm talking
Yeah. Oh
about?
yeah.
And it's just like, dude, of course that motherfucker's in Walmart. Of course he is. It's just stereotypes are true in a lot of respects. That guy screams Walmart. So we'll get to that and more next.
The Detroit Cast continues after this short break. continues now, bitches. Here are Mike and Jay.
All right, welcome back to the show. And I thought this was interesting, Jay. See John Travolta
Yeah.
sent out like on his Instagram
Bald?
picture, yeah, with his daughter. And you know, there's been a changing of the subject for years, maybe even decades with Mr. Travolta, right? He's been, you know, all of a sudden it looks like he's got no fucking, like he's bald as shit, and the next it looks like someone's sewn a new,
Right.
you know, pattern,
Kinda
line in his hair.
Appeared to have that spray on hair for a while there.
Yes, totally true.
Yeah. Oh man, he's not a good bald guy.
You don't think so?
No, I don't.
You don't think he pulls it off as well as what's his name?
I don't know. I don't know
the guy
who you're
from
thinking
Die
of.
Hard.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, yeah.
No, Travolta has pretty prominent facial. He needs something to change the subject from that prominent face of his to go. Yeah, okay. Look at the wisp of my hair or something.
Yeah. You wouldn't suggest like wiggery for him, would you?
No.
You wouldn't wig him up. I mean that never works.
Can we tell? Is this? I mean, does he have the male pattern going? And he's just.
Yeah, obviously. You know, I don't know why that stamp is there right where we need to see it. I think
Is this
this
Kelly
is
Preston's daughter? Is that him and
must be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Ella, I think her name is.
Ella Blue or Ella Apple or some shit.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. I think this is irresponsible of him, though. You know, to slap this picture out there and just say, "I hope everyone had a great New Year," as if nothing else is out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't he go, "Hey, what do you think of the new look?"
I don't know, man. I haven't seen him in so long. It doesn't shock me that he's bald like that. Were you shocked by this, Jesus? Were you like, holy fuck?
I guess I didn't even think about it. I don't even. When's the last time I've even seen John Travolta in anything?
Yeah.
Well, he was in that OJ movie, wasn't he? Didn't he play
was he?
Lee?
I didn't watch
the
it.
a couple
attorney.
of years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that is the last time I thought about him.
Yeah, I don't know what other movies he's done. He's had to have done
To
stuff.
your point, Mike, I don't believe he owed us a thing. Not
You
a thing.
don't?
No, I'm not shocked that a guy his age and that we've seen trying to change the subject from his hair before, that he would be in fact bald. So I'm not owed a thing.
Really, I think as a celebrity who's had hair issues for so long, speculation, you can't post a picture of him making out with a guy and just say like, "Hey, hope everyone had a great New Year." That needs to be addressed as well. His
Not the same thing, though.
sexual orientation has been under question for many, many years, and his male pattern baldness has been under attack as well. So to just drop that, I think you say, "Hey, hope people like the new look. Happy New Year, everybody." But to not address it all, like what? Nothing to see here. Nothing new. I think it's irresponsible. That's all. You know. Some people online approve, which is great, you know, for him. John Travolta is now bald, and he definitely pulls it off, said one person who tweeted. Why is that in the story? I got to say, hashtag John Travolta looks great as a bald dude. Wrote another. Okay, great. Can we just go up and down the street and ask all our neighbors what they think of John Travolta's new bald
I'm sure
head?
89 other people joked about him being a homo, right?
Yeah, right. And a pilot,
Yeah.
you know. Speaking of pilots, all right, more airports than pilots. I haven't seen this video yet. You seem to think it's more sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
Whenever we see, she's a woman gets fear. Anytime you see this, you know, it's just human behavior. My thought is, you know, dude, what are you doing? Why is he getting so worked up over this? I guess there were people in the airport that were waiting like 10 hours. There was a flight that had to be rerouted or canceled for weather, whatever. So all these people are hanging out in the airport for 10 fucking hours. This woman was not one of them. And she, yeah. So she was just there and got furious. Launches this vicious verbal attack at staff members behind the desk as he's trying to call for help. Footage captured it. This is at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida. She's waiting for a JetBlue flight, and shows this passenger who was waiting 10 hours. He's the guy that filmed it. And so history.
Portrait.
I was stuck in the dude. Portrait is just all the rage now. And don't you say that's because
I think it's because of Instagram, right?
Instagram and Snapchat.
Yeah. Can they not fix it?
I know.
But I do hear people. But I do now also hear people.
Pushback?
Well, yeah. I'm trying to
Is there
think where
groundswell?
Yeah. Where was I at? I was at something or watching a video or something where I know someone was like, "We need to get film of this," and someone was like instructing them to say, need landscape, guys, or something like film this in landscape. So if you're doing it for anything other than those two, you should be doing it in landscape.
But is anybody doing it for anything other than those two
Yeah,
anymore?
YouTube.
Why doesn't Instagram fix that or something? Have it so you could do both. I don't get it. It's like
because that's how you're.
I know. Here's your choices. You have this fucking stupid video that you can't capture as much of the scene, and then you got all these blurred out boxes on the side. Or you can have a high def fucking
taken
video
out of the platform.
The blurred out
in
blocks
the platform, it fits.
Right.
So they don't give a shit.
Spinach, fix your fucking platform so we can go back to real videos.
Get me.
That drives me nuts looking at this. I know I'm not on Instagram watching.
He is being driven nuts by you being driven nuts.
I know.
I can't have my opinion, apparently. My opinion doesn't matter. Aren't you bummed every time you see these videos and it's like, cameras are so much better. Why are we doing this?
That's how I watch most of the videos on my phone.
Drives me nuts. Jay drives me nuts.
By the way, I just want to know.
Hold on. Not enough to file a grievance, but dude, when you watch videos on your phone or on your computer, a lot of times you won't expand them.
Oh, I know. I'll
like,
just leave them.
fuck,
I know.
Dude.
No, that's ridiculous.
I leave them little.
He leaves them little on his phone. I'm like, dude, why are you watching that on a 2-inch by 1.5-inch screen?
Because
right
I have a little 5 or whatever it is, or 4 SE or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, by the way, Mike, these things, they're not on there when I watch them on my phone.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I get that. I understand, but just saying one quick tweak, we could all go about this.
One quick tweak by those engineers.
Yep, we could all fix this. We could all turn
for Mike Walters.
Sideways. I guarantee you, I'm not the only one complaining. So yesterday, I was stuck in the airport for 10 hours as JetBlue flight was canceled due to a computer failure. While in the airport, everyone remained calm, apart from this woman who went crazy on JetBlue staff. Called him a rapist and said she had a gun. She was arrested. So you're thinking this is less?
I think this is off your meds kind of thing, because this is not a lady who starts throwing punches over a missing straw. It's not one of those things. It's like it escalates quickly and it's
really
shrill and it's odd.
Yeah, if that's the case, it'll bother. Didn't we see that recently on a plane too?
Yeah,
and we both felt
woman.
bad for the lady. Yeah, you can tell when it's just someone being an obnoxious asshole.
Maybe you'll disagree. I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
God damn it! Who does that to a woman like me?
Nope, she's insane.
Help! Help! Get me out of this stupid! You rapist!
What?
Get me out of
Call this
Look at
old
this
man.
guy.
Get me out of here!
Get me out of here.
Gun on me, because I'm homeless! Get me
Homeless?
out!
I have a gun on me
because I'm homeless.
which makes sense.
Yeah, it's nonsensical.
Yeah.
And she wanders off, and I think this guy with the phone kind of follows her to get the follow-up, and he's told nothing to see her as she's leaning down on the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's off your meds, kind of crazy. That is kind of sad. When you're, this is pretty funny. Her leaning up on the counter with
This is more.
dangling.
Look at this dude.
What dude? The guy in front? That's
Yeah.
a woman.
That's a woman. I
That's
think.
very clearly a woman.
Well,
Sure?
based on the outfit and the body, yes, but the face.
That is a woman, dude. Come on, 100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I didn't
Jesus.
think that it was when I first
Was
saw
it always a woman?
I mean, those.
Could you question it?
No, come on, man.
I
that
mean,
face does not look like a woman to me.
yeah.
Well, whatever.
Look at that dude.
I know he said it both times. I'm like, what, dude? Is he referring to the guy way in the back?
I'm referring to this guy back here, this older gentleman who's got this insane woman screaming, "You're a rapist!" as she's leaning over the counter.
And he's calmly calling for security.
Yeah. Oh boy, I wonder how that trailed out. There was a second video, I guess this guy posted. Dre London is the guy's name, and yeah, I don't know what that second video didn't sound like it was much, but
all right,
whatever.
Easus, you're gonna have to anchor this because Mike and I both have coughs. So are you ready?
Douglas!
And we're gonna find our best friend Doug, and then we're gonna give him a best friend hug. Get it, Easus.
Doug.
That is not anchoring anything, Easus.
Oh, sorry.
Now's the time. Contact realtor Doug Steinert. Call him at 248-765-1781. He and the team at Century 21 Campbell will work to get you the absolute best deal on the sale and or purchase of your home. Doug's the man. He's easy to work with and a great friend of the show. Call Douglas today, 248-765-1781. And with winter holding off as it has, I mean, why not go look at houses with Douglas?
Dude, is that crazy or what? We're like getting close to mid-January, and it's
I'm waiting for that other shoe.
Maybe if you
to
didn't eat all
drop.
those straws, Mike. If you didn't use all those straws, we would
blame me,
we'd have
man.
the winner.
No. I
Global
recycle my
warming.
water bottles, E. That's why I buy them.
Straws aren't even recyclable, though.
Recyclable.
Sure.
He's blaming global warming on Mike's use of straws.
Sure.
Good work, E.
Very narrow.
I just wanted to,
narrow
have
attack there, E.
I wanted to have a callback from last week.
Sure. So we mentioned before the break a fight breaking out at a Walmart. Nothing new there. Is Walmart and McDonald's, are those the two places?
Seems to be, right?
And is that just because there's more locations than other establishments? Probably.
Pretty big part of it. Probably also the clientele, you know?
Yeah, there really is.
Value establishments.
I'm sure we've talked about this before, but those websites that are dedicated to
Walmart
people of Walmart, yeah, where it's like you really do see, a pattern of individuals.
Give me a W.
That are at Walmart. Give me a squiggly. And so yeah, fight breaks out. There was just one man in the video that I saw, and it was like if that's not the epitome of
Walmart shopper, I don't know what is, So anyway, this is inside a store in Pennsylvania. Footage was recorded by another customer as they're engaged in a brawl. 3:30 in the afternoon. Like if I would have read like it was 10 p.m., you go, all right, people are getting hangry, maybe tired. Do you need to reassess your life? If at 3:30 in the afternoon at a register at Walmart, you're in a full-on fucking brawl, right? Man, he's got places to get,
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I have not seen the video yet, so.
Here, sorry.
Look at the smock. The smocked worker. Walmart, I had it again.
Yeah.
Is that the gentleman you're referring to?
Yeah. Fortunately, yes. Look at all this shit all over.
There is a stereotypical ass size
boy.
that goes along with Walmart, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Oh, yeah. Look at that
He
dude.
tried to put his shirt down. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, why?
The hip to waist ratio, quite remarkable.
No.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, no. Oh, no. He's getting beat on now. Oh.
2-on-1. Can he hit that girl now? I mean,
I think you can. I'm not sure that's a girl, technically.
the
Look at
worker's just sitting
the
under.
smocked greeters. What do we do about this?
Yeah. I wouldn't get
Nothing.
involved. Fuck that. Oh, my God.
Oh boy.
Hair pulling now. That man really needs to pull that shirt down and go home. Go home, sir. Harrisburg.
All I want is to give my money.
What's he saying?
All I want is my money. I get to see all this activity.
He was going to get a money grant.
Oh my God.
Pretty low response by any sort of security personnel, right?
Yeah, but what do you expect Hazel to do back there? Yeah, she's smocked up. But
No, I'm not saying that the besmocked elderly woman should have reacted differently. I'm just saying
Somebody.
some sort of security.
yeah. If you're a smocked employee, do you feel any sort of responsibility?
Hell no.
I am
Feel the
running to the-
opposite
yeah.
of responsibility.
Exactly.
I'm
No
gonna-
chance.
I'm going on my break. I'm punching in for break.
Abort! Abort!
All
Take
this
this money.
shit all over the floor, all whatever product was dumped. Like,
Yeah.
God damn.
I know. You know what? I was looking at that.
Perspective, everybody.
I was looking at all that shit on the ground, and it's stuff that you find in the metal racks at the register.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, while I saw all that laying on the ground, I
All
was
the
thinking,
chapsticks, etc.
yeah, Sharpies and
Yeah.
chapsticks, and maybe a errant deck
Those
of playing cards.
Impulse buys, as they
Yeah,
call
yeah. Maybe a you want a Snickers bar,
Yeah.
and there's beef jerky bags prominent up there. It would be. I was looking at that, and I was thinking the whole time, God, that would be fun as shit to just grab one of those racks and fucking throw it down
lot
the
of
ground.
stuff. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just see everything go everywhere.
Chock full of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that would be a fun moment to knock that shit over. I'm not saying I'm going to do it.
God, look at that belly.
Yeah. What is that? 400? You think he's
Guess
coming in
4,
somewhere between 4 and 5 maybe?
We are seeing a segment of the population get around that we didn't see 20 years ago,
Yeah.
So
See, those ankles say 400 pounds, but that elbow says 5. You know what I mean?
he's holding it. Yeah, he's wearing it a little
I want
differently.
to see this stuff too. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, all those pens. and
Whoever
shit.
did that is like, fuck, that was awesome, man.
You're
You
right.
could get
Well,
addicted to that.
It'd be one of those things that you could have obviously, even if you weren't part of that brawl, you could have obviously just been like,
Well, if I
Oh,
see
yeah.
a brawl break out like this, I'm gonna do it just to do it. You
so
know?
satisfying.
Yeah, I think it would be. By the way, has there been a disturbing lack of people yelling "World Star"?
I would have expected it there. Yeah.
I mean, dude, what are we doing?
you know what it
I mean,
is? I bet, honestly, I wonder if it's like he was he was doing his little thing like, just trying to get some money. Maybe they decided that World Star was benefiting off their awesome video, whereas instead if they made some.
No, his money that he's talking about, he went in there to get a money grant.
No. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But my point is like, that's all. Like once you start hearing some of these commentaries, people think that they could be the star instead of throwing it on World Star.
Well, the only thing I can come
a
up
motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, but it's such a nice little placeholder.
And it fits for certain videos.
Star.
You know, it really does
Is
identify
it so 2005 though, you know?
Well, here's the thing. I'm almost positive the founder of World Star died a year ago, maybe, or months ago.
God
maybe.
rest his soul.
Yeah, I didn't see him in many of the memoriams at the end of the year that you always see, but
the Oscars in memoriam.
World Star inventor.
Yeah, John Johnson. World Star.
World Star. It just feels like it's missing when you see just a white trash or black trash going at it and pulling weaves out. I mean, that you almost need that World Star in the background, and I'm noticing
World
it's
Star
not.
hip hop founder and CEO Lee Q Odient has died at 43.
You're right, Mike. It's like a comfortable quilt. Sitting
Exactly.
down to watch a movie with a cup of tea and a quilt.
Is there any?
You're watching that video and to not hear World Star makes you a little uncomfortable.
Created in 05 though.
If you're in a parking lot tailgating for a game and holy hell breaks out, someone's got to. I'm not saying it even has to be the guy filming the video.
Yeah, and you don't even have to post it on World Star. That's not the point.
Yeah.
It just needs to be there.
You're right. It feels like you're sitting on the couch and it's chilly evening and there's no, you don't have some Afghan on.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
You don't have that
missing
Sherpa.
something. You walk away, you might not even know what it is that makes you uncomfortable, but it's the lack of World Star.
This might be over, like Jay said. I mean, it was founded in 05, and that guy's dead now, so.
That doesn't kill World Star though,
I don't,
right?
Dude, these days.
I mean, you're on the site right now.
Yeah, was there an overt action like somebody you know what? Fuck World Star. You know, was there something that happened?
Who would take issue with
I don't
World
know.
Star? I mean, think about what you're
It's a
saying
great
right
collection of videos.
now. Oh, tremendous.
But
The
some of those
market
videos,
needed
like
that.
E-Bums World, that doesn't these things just
I know
go away at some point.
there's competition, but that doesn't mean you knock the king off the
not
top of the mountain.
competition. That's not my point.
Yeah,
Like,
how does
that's-
it just end like boom abruptly? Because you're right, man.
Yeah.
The last probably 10 videos like that I've watched, there's been no World Star.
Can you
So
tell me
it-
the last time you remember hearing a distinct World Star
I can't.
in the back of a video? No.
Everything gets whatever. There's probably
know
a
what?
new thing out there.
You're right, bet happened.
There's not though. That's the thing. It's not
Yeah.
been replaced with something else.
Right.
I bet, now that I think about it, I bet fucking dorky ass white people started doing it too much, and black people are like, fuck it, it's over.
Yeah.
We're not doing it anymore. Now that nanas are doing it and whitey is doing it, all these crack ass motherfuckers yelling, World Star. Yeah. I bet we fucked it up for
Yeah,
them. I
I
bet the
wouldn't
black
doubt it.
community is like, we're done. They aborted because of us.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me. That'd be.
Sorry, black community. Apologize. You had a great thing going. We've done it with your music, your dancing, your
World
art,
Star.
now World Star. I mean, we've stolen everything. We give you credit for peanut butter, but that's about it. You know?
George Washington Carver.
Yeah. Selfish.
God bless him.
How do you guys feel about Uno, the game?
Sure, it's good. Yeah, I like it. I've always been partial to it.
Family game for the most part. I mean, it's not a game the three of us are going to sit down, plop down, and play.
No, but it's great to play with like the sweet pie.
Yeah.
You know, some
Colorful.
10 and under. Yeah, the colors are great. Draw 4, bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Skip
Reverse.
you. Ho!
Reverse. Yeah, skipping someone. Yeah, isn't there you can stick someone with a draw
Draw
2?
4.
as
Is there
well?
a draw 2? I don't know that there's a draw 2, but maybe.
I thought there
Haven't
was
played
like
in a
a wild. What is it? Wild card? Where
Wild
you just
card,
get to
baby.
pick the color.
Yeah.
See, I haven't played
Reverse, skip, draw 2. Yeah, there's a draw 2 for
yeah,
sure.
I thought so. I didn't want to. I know you
D,
played.
the big T, D. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Because I know you've played more matches way more recently than I have. Obviously, I thought I understood how to play this game. Wow, they've really changed things up since I was a kid.
Yeah, look at the graphic on there, huh?
I prefer the old ones.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
a
old
shock.
man,
That
but
kind of hurts my head.
yeah.
Gonna send me into seizure
Jesus, what a shock. Shut up, man.
I know, dude. It was an easy one, dude.
Anyway, apparently we've all been playing this game wrong
here. What?
all these years, and I feel like I already knew this, but some teacher.
Hold on, before you move off the current graphics and colors, The colors really bother me here, man. The old ones really had, they have got distinct colors.
Boom.
It's like what the Lions have done to Honolulu Blue. The Lions have one tradition, I'll give them two. Thanksgiving Day game and Honolulu Blue is their blue.
Yep.
And they've completely changed their blue. Why?
Yeah.
You're morons. Keep your Honolulu Blue. And the same thing goes for Uno. Why would you change the red so starkly?
I don't know. That is just easier to read. And I think there's an older version too. I think there's even an older version, of original one, because I remember the draw 4 being different.
This is all different that he has up here right now. Yeah.
And do you need the line under the 6 and under the 9 to establish that? Don't you just usually do that with one
9.
number, the 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Well,
I think we're stupid.
Yeah. So you've got LaToya McCaskill Stallings. She's a teacher from Houston, and she plumb ran out of things to read at home.
So she started reading the directions.
She started reading the rules, in-depth rules of Uno.
What?
And yes,
something must have made her suspicious. You don't just pick up the rule book from Uno.
It turns out she's been playing the game. She's an avid Uno player. So this isn't just some Johnny come lately found the game and found a rule. She's an avid player and was blown away by this. And I didn't know this. But she says she discovered a little known rule about the draw 4 wild card.
Okay.
I feel like I knew this, but correct me if I'm wrong. Millions have been unleashing the card during heated rounds. We've all been there. In an easy attempt to win their way through the game every time. But it turns out you are only allowed to play that card if you have no other playable cards in your hand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. You may only play this card when you do not have another card in your hand that matches the color on the discard pile.
No idea.
Yes. It is acceptable to play this card if you have a matching number or action card.
I played it willy-nilly my whole life.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're playing it wrong, dude.
Mm.
If you I didn't know this either. If you suspect someone, like T-Roy, for instance, is cheating, and he's illegally played this card, right? You can call him out, and he has to show you his hand. Yes.
That's quite a penalty.
If they, in fact, played the card... If I find that you played that card illegally, you son of a bitch, red is the top card, and you've got a red in your hand, and you played draw 4.
Yeah.
If it turns out he illegally did it, he has to draw 4. But if you challenge someone and they didn't illegally play it, draw 6, motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you better be damn sure.
How has everybody ignored this rule all along?
I have no idea. People
has it truly been in there all along, or is this another change that they made?
Go to the rule books.
Their graphics.
I want to say it was like Rule 38 or something.
It's being the rules from like 1982. He's just Uno rules, 1982.
They wouldn't dare change the fucking.
Well, that's
rules.
what I'm just wondering, man. They changed the whole graphics.
How could we all not know that?
I know. But you say you did. You knew this rule. You said.
I felt like I did. I felt like that's the way I played.
Didn't.
But if you didn't, then I
don't know what you're talking about. Rule number 10. There's no numbers in from what I see in this.
They don't number the rules.
They just dash them.
Well,
bullet point them.
This looks like to be the official rules. I mean,
yeah, but I want the old rules. Man.
I don't. So you just want to go to find rules to prove that they're.
I want you to
Uno versions.
Where?
Top of the.
Yeah,
top
this
of the
is some newfangled version of Uno. I'm not interested in this.
She clearly says, millions have been unleashing this during heated debates, blah blah blah. But it turns out, where did it say? We've all been playing the game wrong our entire life.
Wow. Okay.
That's it. We've been playing the card game wrong our entire life. How is it that we all missed that detail?
I think because it's such a simple game, no one stops to read the rules.
Yeah,
maybe. It's so intuitive. Kudos to Uno for making such an intuitive game, right?
Yeah. But you'd think Uno would issue a statement once they had to know this
once
kind
they
of
saw everybody went off the
rule
rails.
breaking. Yeah, this rule breaking is going on with their beloved invention game.
Well, who would have done that? Mattel?
Yeah.
Mattel come forward with a statement?
I think Mattel should have had to take billboards and TV commercials out. Go, by the way.
This.
Yeah, this is obnoxious behavior. You guys are all playing this game wrong.
It does say it in this one that I'm looking at here. It does say if you must have no other alternative cards to play that matches the color of the card previously played. And then it goes into if you play this card illegally, you may be challenged by the other person.
That's a prominent ass rule too. Like
huge.
If you take one moment to read the rules, it's front and center right there.
Front and center. Yep.
Nobody reads the rules.
It's this lady says, I'm questioning my whole life now. Am I even fucking playing Go Fish right? I don't know, ma'am. So some people, and this is disturbing. Well, damn, I've been playing wrong, but I ain't switching it up. So there are people that now know the rules and are absolutely going against what the rules say. This guy says, we read this too when we were playing over Christmas, decided we don't like the rule, so we ignored it.
Well,
It's kind of a new Coke. It's a new Coke Classic Coke issue.
Wow, that is but it's not.
You can't
it's
just
the same
say
formula.
We've decided we don't like a rule and now we're not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of rules that I follow, like most of them.
Can you do me a favor, Jay? You got a deck of Uno cards at home, right?
Sure.
Can you maybe strike up a game with Sweet Pie? Tiny girl.
She doesn't know this rule.
Well, see how it affects her. See if it crushes her when she learns this rule, and see if it's harder to play. And I want you to call her out too, because you know, and if you get stuck with say, I want to see if
give me through the weekend.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Also, oh god, another one of these. Your favorite palsy?
Cerebral.
Mine is Bell's, as you know. Bell's palsy. We've got one with your favorite palsy, a wrestler in Pennsylvania, and he's palsied up pretty good. He's also got a touch of the autism, and he became the one guy became the epitome, they say, of sportsmanship.
I saw this headline and I was like, I don't even want to see it.
Yeah, so we got.
I didn't click on it.
Jacob Meister and Dylan Keene.
He didn't let him win, did he? Did he let him win, Mike?
I don't know. Did you watch the video? I didn't watch it
because I saw that headline, like, oh, this is the epitome of sportsmanship. Young wrestler, takes on one with disabilities. I was like,
couldn't do it.
Too many of these kids, these football managers running for untouched touchdowns.
Well, I know. When it's like, the blind kid, I ripped off a 52-yard touchdown. I'm gonna be in the NFL.
That's my dream, be in the NFL.
I want to be rich. Meanwhile, he's got two eyes looking in completely opposite directions. I want to be rich and in the NFL and starting and win Super Bowl trophies and then be in the Hall of Fame.
Mike, we don't want to crush kids' dreams.
I know, but it was like, dude, no, sir, no, that is not.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, it's terrible. But he's 14 years old or something, and it's like, this. So basically, you've got this girl, Brooke McGriff, and she filmed this of her boyfriend.
Kick-ass name, kind of, right?
Brooke McGriff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The crime dog. I call her the crime dog. You know what I mean?
McGruff.
Yeah. So Brooke posts, Jake, a member of my old high school's wrestling team, suffers a physical disability. Tonight, my boyfriend volunteered to have a wrestling match with him, making his dream come true. Amazing to see the joy it brought to his family and the community. My heart is so full. And I was like, oh, man. If this is a fair match, I got no problem with it. I got no issue with it. I don't know. So let's watch the video.
Sure,
I should prepare to get your. I should prepare. You should prepare yourself to probably be disappointed.
All right, which one's palsied?
I'm guessing the one on his knees. I'm just
agree with
guessed.
that.
Yeah. Could you imagine if this dude just takes him down hard?
Shine it down. Here we go. Cool mat, huh? The Owls.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh man. Come on, Jake.
Come on, Jake. Oh boy.
Is the ref gonna?
Get him, Jake! Get him, Jake!
Gets up to make him work even harder. This kid worked hard enough, man.
He had to insert himself under that disabled kid in order to be pinned like this. He literally rolled under him.
You know what? Seeing how happy that kid is. Look, he's happy. He wins.
He is happy.
He won the match. Good for him. Oh man.
Shaking hands. Good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Actually,
he's
the guy who lost kind of reached out to shake the hand. I don't know if.
Well, I mean,
just kidding.
He's palsied up pretty good, man.
Yeah, he is.
It's no doubt
official.
about it.
It's official.
I'm not questioning that at all.
I was questioning his sportsmanship, not his palsy.
Yeah.
Are you suggesting he was reaching out for a hand to be walked off?
I'm suggesting that I don't think he was going to reach out and give a handshake. I think he was going to take the win and just walk away, assuming
It's the part where you said I wasn't questioning his palsy that I think is going to have us both burning in hell at some point. That's all.
Gotcha.
We're not going to give him a piss test or anything. Okay, we're going to accept the palsy.
Is that how they figure out?
No.
Kid comes walking into the doctor's office.
That's how they figure it out.
God, my seat is going to be so close to Satan himself. Like, burning for eternity is not going to be fun, but sitting right next to old Beals himself.
Bub.
Yep. Beelzebub's going to be my right-hand man.
Mr. Bub.
Yep, for comments like that. Do you have a problem with that? video or
problem with it? No, I mean, it didn't affect me. I mean, good for the kid. The kid feels good, sure.
Yeah. Do those kids know though that okay, I see what you're doing. You basically crawled underneath me.
No, as long as it wasn't made worse in some way. Good for them.
Yeah. I always wonder that when a kid's running and it's like, dude, people are diving out of the way from tackling me.
Yeah, this is patronizing.
Patronizing. Exactly. I mean, I see what you guys are doing. I just throw the ball out of bounds and walk off the field and be like, fuck you guys. If you're not going to stick me,
right.
Don't patronize me. So I don't know. If they don't feel like that, then fine.
You know what? We should just hit this issue of the transcript of Isis' statement yesterday. Yeah. We have several people. Several people have written in about that, but
can I go out of the room? I don't want to hear this.
I'm just gonna go with Derek on this one. He writes in the transcript of E's sentence from yesterday, episode number 1197.
Can you reset? What were we talking about?
Essentially, it was movie tropes, and you were like, Twitter had a thing going on where people would go, lawyers in movies. I love how they do this all the time, and it's just stereotype. And
call out the lazy writing of it. Yeah, teacher always.
And one of them had to do with like government clearance, I think.
Okay, always wearing glasses.
He got hung up on that, and he gave us the following little gem.
I don't want to hear this. Okay. I don't.
All right, so Mike finishes description with, and I never take my sunglasses off. Isis proceeds to state, ha ha ha. Never take my sunglasses. The clearance is great, dude. Like for real, like you. If someone like those times when like, dude, they would have to like, you couldn't just walk in here and be like, do the thing like, yup, that's it. Let me in. And it's like, okay. Big E said that on our show yesterday.
Dude, it got so off the rails that it went through me it ghosted me, and you could not. We're not going to stand for that.
Well, I was staring at him the whole time. You weren't. I'm just looking at him, and our eyes are locked. And I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Yeah, and that was the basis for he once a week can have an abort.
He can have an abort.
He can pull the ripcord and just get bail.
And he used it yesterday at the end of the show, the close of the show. He wasted an abort, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, we were literally closing the door, and he bailed. He bailed on trying to say philanthropic or philanthropist.
Philanthropy, I think, is what he got hung up on.
Yeah.
But Derek finishes, Biggie is awesome. I'm the Derek who wrote in about socks and shoes nude. To get the full effect, weird nude, you must leave the security of your bedroom. No, Derek, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's too uncomfortable.
I recommend going downstairs or to the kitchen and walking about. It's difficult to do without laughing, even when you're alone. Makes you feel like a super creep. I was in tears laughing listening to you talk about it. I think the worst thing about it is that it's not explainable if you're caught. What would you say?
Yeah. No, because there's no way to get all your clothes off without your shoes and socks still on. So it's an intentional move that you've done there.
It is.
And everybody knows it.
It's weird.
And it's just not right. It's just not right. Can you read that statement one more time,
Sure.
please? I'm sorry. I know you threw it down on the ground.
I don't have to do that.
Okay. Ha ha ha. Never take my sunglasses. The clearance is great, dude. Like real, like you. If someone like those times when like, dude, they would have to like, you couldn't just walk in here and be like, do the thing like, yup, that's it. Let me in. And it's like, okay.
Wow. Okay, E, I want you to pull that audio from yesterday's show, and we'll just lip sync along with it and see how good he is at that because that doesn't sound human.
Right.
That doesn't sound like someone who's capable of putting a thought together and letting it out, right?
No, this is gibberish.
That is absolute gibberish. So can you do that, E? Can you pull that clip for tomorrow?
I don't want to listen to it, but I'll find it.
We'll save the rest for tomorrow.
All right, very good. Let's get out of here. He's got a little homework. Yeah, a little homework now. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.